Hey Capricorns, welcome back. Sorry it's been a little while since I've been here with y'all. It's been crazy summer already. Alright, so this is your monthly reading for June 2019. Same basic setup as your weeklies. I did pull more oracle cards because I feel like they go more in depth with what's going on, and since it's a shorter or it's a longer time span, I like how it works together. All right, my usual disclaimers. This is a general reading for, Capricorn as a whole, so as a collective. So take what messages resonate, leave the rest because they're for someone else. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, as all my readings are. So you might want to check out what's happening in your other placements and see what messages are in those videos as well. Also, thank you to all my new subscribers and those who like my previous videos and like this video, and I just really appreciate you guys taking time out of your life and your busy, crazy schedules to spend with me. Alrighty, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start with this card. This card is from my Law of Attraction deck. It normally talks about career or money and finances, but the principles are still the same. So whatever you're trying to manifest or attract to you using the Law of Attraction, the principle is still the same, all right? And you have shortages of time or money are perceptual. So if you are feeling a shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts and do more things that make you feel good. Your time is a perceptual thing. And even though the clock is ticking, the same for everyone, your alignments affect your perception, as well as the results that you allow. As you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. So you may be feeling like there's just not enough time in the day. There's just not enough hours in the day for you to complete everything. Definitely you might be feeling like you don't have enough money to make bills or something along those lines. And this is talking about it being a perceptual thing. So it's kind of in your head. And it's kind of about choices as well. It's like if you keep saying you don't have enough time to do whatever it is, your friends ask you to go out to lunch and you're like, no, I can't, I'm always too busy. Or they ask you to go out to dinner. I can't, I'm too busy. It might be time to kind of look at your schedule, look at what you're doing. Are you taking on too many? Are you taking on too much? Are you kind of in the Ten of Wands energy where you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? You might want to just kind of reevaluate where you are spending your time and make sure you're making time for things that make you feel good, that, are fun, because all work and no play is no fun. All right, Capricorn, let's get into the other cards. Five of Swords in the reverse. So you may be forgiving somebody. I'm hearing healing here, okay? So you may be forgiving somebody for something just because you don't want to carry that with you anymore. You want to heal from it. You want to move on from it. So like holding on to it and holding a grudge and still being pissed off about it isn't really getting you anywhere. So you might be kind of like, you know what? I'm forgiving this person because I'm tired of the energy it's consuming in me. I'm tired of, the vibration I'm giving off because I'm still carrying this around. So, I think I'm just going to forgive them so I can move on. Sorry, I forgot to plug my phone in. So, sorry about the shakiness. So, I feel like it's more about a healing thing than anything else, but you may be forgiving someone else may be forgiving you for something. Also, for some of you, you may have been blamed for something that you really had no part in. It was not you. Well, the real person is going to kind of be exposed, and what really happened is going to kind of come out. All right. With this top row, this is kind of my decks that deal with our shadow selves, our shadow emotions, you know, the darker, not so happy things in life that we have to deal with. And these are the kind of happier, lighter emotions cards that kind of not give us hope, but, you know, kind of do give us hope. And then here's our advice cards. So let's get into it. We have rejection. Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader. Mildew Fairy. Clean up time. Candy Cane Angel. It's time for a treat. So overall, for this row, you may be worrying about, you may have some rejection issues. Maybe a fear of being rejected. I see this Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader. Maybe you have been promoted recently, or it's time for you to take kind of the leadership role in your life or your surroundings, and you're kind of a little worried that you're not going to measure up, that you're not really ready for it or cut out for it. You might be worried that you're going to be rejected, like nobody's going to listen to you, or things like that. So you definitely have some self-doubt is really what I'm feeling here, especially with this Mildew Fairy cleanup time. You know, she's, you know, we all have those things in our heads, some self-doubt, especially when something new is coming in, and I feel like there may be some kind of transformation coming on, especially if it's like a promotion at work, and yeah, you may have been wanting it and working towards it and all of that, but you know, now that it's here, it's like, oh shit, this is a lot of responsibility. I'm really worried about being able to live up to what I feel is 100% of this job. It's all in your mind, okay? So you need to kind of go in there, kind of do some cleaning with these negative emotions, you know, negative feelings, some self-doubt, some worries, some fears. Kind of try and tackle them, you know, meditate on them if you need to, and just kind of go within and clean some of that out, because I feel with this card here, you know, it very much talks to me about strength as well, with the Lion being here. If it was a tarot card, I feel like you're ready for this, okay? This is just in your head. This is just some self-doubt and fear you got going on. I don't feel like this is true, okay? So kind of go within and do some of that cleaning out of that negative stuff, because you're ready for it. I don't feel like this card would be here, or you would have attracted this, or you would have manifested this. You know, whatever it is that you're a little worried about, you wouldn't have attracted this if you weren't ready for it, okay? And remember, the Candy Cane Angel, it's time for a treat. Remember, your time and money type of thing is perceptual. Make sure you're including time in there to enjoy life, to be happy. I do feel like whatever you brought on or attracted is a great opportunity for you, or are attracting. It's a great opportunity for you, and it's going to be real easy for you to just kind of get lost in it and OCD about it, and just kind of put all this pressure on yourself to live up to these impossible expectations. So make sure you're balancing that pretty well, and you're rewarding yourself and giving yourself some fun time too. All right, hope and happiness. rebirth. What did I say? I felt like there was a transition going on. It's exactly what's happening. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So, hope and happiness. You know, this is, you're on your way to it. Okay, this is what you've wanted. This is definitely giving you some hope, even though you're a little scared as hell right now. And a little apprehensive, anxious type of energy is what I'm getting from here. But that's normal. Like I said, there's a rebirth happening right now. And no matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. This change that's coming that has you so worried, it's positive, okay? It's positive. Definitely good for you, okay? So embrace this, okay? Don't be so scared of it. Don't let this, it's normal to be scared or worried or, you know, anxious, apprehensive about what's a change coming. But don't get lost in that, okay? Don't get lost in that. And make sure you're enjoying this, because with change and rebirth, there is happiness, there is excitement. Make sure there's more of that than this energy going on. And unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So this may have been some past life thinking, maybe some things that you've had to, you know, had to work through in the past, and your, you know, in your past lives, and you're working through it in this life, okay? This is where you're actually disconnecting, okay? You're no longer letting these past emotions and stuff keep you from feeling your hope, you know, fulfilling your hope and happiness. This is a rebirth, and I do feel like it's on a very, very big soul level for you. All right. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. So, as you're going through this month and working through all of this, and, you know, really kind of coming into this new chapter or this rebirth that you're going through, make sure you're holding your vision, okay, what you want, and start trying to align with it even more. Start small, okay? If you want to, say, be a morning person, start small, okay? You know, it can be something like that. It's like, I would really like to be able to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, do whatever it is, you know, maybe meditate, whatever it is you want. You know, if you're like one of those people that like wake up, like hit the snooze, and like you have to like decide whether you're going to take a shower and get ready and look presentable, or if you're going to sleep an extra 15 minutes, put your hair in a ponytail and go, and be rushed. You know, if you're wanting to have more, not start your day like that, you're wanting to have more time, you know, start drinking sleepy time tea at night to help you go to sleep earlier. That stuff works. And you won't be groggy the next day. I'm telling you, it works. And, you know, start setting your alarm clock 30 minutes earlier until you get that time you want. Start deciding what you want to do with your mornings now that you're having that extra time. All right? Just hold your vision, and I really feel like you should start, you know, pick one small thing. You can do it for the month, you can do it for a week or 2 weeks, you know, until you feel like that's a habit you've made now. And, you know, pick something else small. Just slowly have a bigger vision that you're wanting to align to, and start slowly making these shifts towards it. If you want to start meditating, start with 1 minute a day, 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, whatever. YouTube has a ton of guided meditation if you don't even know where to begin. So that type of thing. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. This is a detour. That might be why you're a little worried about this, is because it might be different than what you thought. It might be like a detour to get to where you wanted. But really, I feel like the universe, or whatever it is that you believe in that's bigger than yourself, is guiding you. Okay, so go with it. All right, they're not going to, this detour might be a faster track to where you want. Okay, it might be an easier way. Just trust that you have the universe on your side right now, and set healthy boundaries. Like I said, that boundaries right here, it's definitely going from the, you know, your card that you had here. It's time for a treat. Set healthy boundaries, okay? Make sure you're making time for you, Capricorn. Make sure you're making time to enjoy life, because, you know, you only get one shot at this life, you know? So don't spend it, you know, all work and no play. Make sure you're living it, because if not, like, kind of what's the point? All right, Capricorn? I like what I'm seeing here. I really do. I think it's interesting. I guess that's kind of where my energy is with tarot anyways. Some people kind of focus on love and that type of thing. I'm really kind of more into the healing and the energies, and, you know, because that's what, you know, all that other stuff you know, love and money and all of that other stuff comes once you're healed, once you're good with yourself, and that type of energy. So I feel like that's why my readings are always more on the self, you know, as opposed to, I mean, I do love readings. I put them in here, but I really like the heal. That's why I spend so much time on the oracle cards, especially in the monthlies and the generals, than I do. I kind of whiz through the love. Because the love comes, the money comes, the jobs come once you're good with yourself, okay? That's kind of my philosophy, you know. Once you're good, look at that, the death card and the judgment card. Yeah. All right, Capricorn. June 2019. Oh, there's that death card again, just the other way. Capricorn, June 2019. No, that was the devil card. That was you showing up. My wrist is killing me, so it's really kind of hard to shuffle these cards. All right, Capricorn, June 2019. What is Capricorn's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for the month of June 2019? Please and thank you. I've missed y'all, Capricorns. I miss a lot of my signs, but I don't know, my earth signs, I don't know, I kind of connect to y'all easier, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm an earth sign. I don't know how well I connect with my Virgos, though, which I think is interesting. All right, so I did see this while I was shuffling. Ooh, the Magician, no, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. I like that one. I don't know if you've got it already. You'll hear my spiel, but I'll try and keep it short and sweet. This is my favorite card out of all of my decks. Like, this is the most lucky, you know, if I'm starting something new, this is what I want to see. This is the card I want to see out of all my decks. If I'm starting something new or unsure about something, this is the card I want to see. Okay, because it's the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune together. It is the Wheel of Fortune card, though. But this is the whole co-creating with the universe, all right? Luck is on your side. If you fall down and stumble, you're gonna probably, you know, come up smelling like roses or something. It's just a really good time for you. You're in alignment with what the universe is trying to give you. Is trying to guide you. You're open to it. You know, you're co-creating with them. So, the universe, God, you know, whatever it is you believe in that's bigger than yourself, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. insert whatever terminology you like. So we have Judgment here as your focus for the month of June. So you have clarity. You've made a final decision. You might have had a wake-up call, but you're aligning with your life's purpose, okay? I feel like it's, especially with this card, with it being so bright and, you know, this divine figure being, it's like the universe kind of called you, or gave you a wake-up call, was like, hey, you know, you need to come over here. This is your path, you know, this is where you're supposed to be. What are you doing over there? Get over here. And like, you're going, you're listening. You're like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Well, here I come, you know, I'm not going to fight you. Why would I fight you? You know, maybe I haven't been doing such a great job on my own. So you want me to come follow you? Whoa, Lordy. Did see the 7 of Swords popping out, but it didn't quite come out the way I like it. So you want me to follow you? Okay. You want me to get back over here? All right. Oh, the Magician in the reverse. So what I feel here though, okay, especially with the Magician being here, and you know me talking about how like the universe called you and was like, get over here. What are you doing over there? Like, get your butt over here. This is where you're supposed to be. What are you doing? And you're like, I feel like you're listening, okay? It's like, you're not going to create anything right now. You're not going to manifest anything. You're not going to attract anything that you don't feel like is in line with this wake-up call you've had. This is really what I'm going for. I don't really see this so much as a wake-up call, but it's like, you know what? I'm going to co-create with you. But I'm going to co-create with you, universe. I'm going to co-create, you know, with you. But I'm not going to take the lead. You tell me where, you know, what you kind of want me to do, and I'll manifest and create whatever the hell you want me to. But, you know, I'm going to let you take the lead. It's like, I'm also kind of hearing Jesus Take the Wheel, you know, that song. And it's like, you know what? I know I can create what I want, but I'm not taking control of this. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to make sure you're good with it because we're co-creating here. All right. I'm not going to go create something on my own because I've been doing that and it's been working out pretty shitty for me. That's kind of what I'm hearing, Capricorn. So I like what I'm seeing here. Actually, I like what I see everywhere. I feel like Capricorn. I like it. I like it. All right. The 8 of Cups as your obstacle. You still need to leave something behind. I'm feeling like it's kind of those negative emotions, that kind of apprehensive, anxiety type of maybe self-doubt or feeling rejected. Just leave it. All right. Yeah. We got the 4 of Swords here in the reverse. The Chariot. It's time to stop. It's time to stop being sad. It's time to stop grieving. I feel like you have for the most part. It's just kind of hard to actually take those steps to move on. Take those steps to move forward. And so normally I see the Chariot as kind of moving, you know, but in this one I'm feeling like it's kind of keeping you blocked, okay? It's kind of keeping you stuck. The wheels aren't turning because, you know, the Sphinxes, is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called, are laying down. So and look, he almost kind of looks a little disinterested. So you have some blocks, I feel like, that you're needing to leave behind. Like I said, I feel like it's the Cups. So I do feel like it's some emotions, some self-doubts, some of those energies that you're going to need to work through. But for the most part, I don't feel like, I feel like you can, okay, move on past this, because I feel like your heart's not really in it anymore. It's almost like it's just kind of I'm just a little apprehensive. I'm a little scared to start this journey, okay? Because I feel like this is kind of the start of it. But I don't see you, like, regretting anything. I don't see you, like, sad about anything or lost in grief about it anymore. I don't even see you defeated anymore. So get going, Capricorn. Get going. Come on now. Your intuition is here as your advice. Well, I say your intuition, but it's the High Priestess. But this is just trusting yourself. Okay, you have the knowledge within yourself, okay? Because this side, you know, she's kind of not guarding the temple of knowledge, but she's, you know, she's not going to just let you in. You're going to have to, like, come up with some of the answers yourself. She's not going to give you the answers. All right? But you got this side of the cards. You're already in the temple, okay? You have, you know, these are the keys of knowledge. You already have what you need within yourself, inside yourself. You know where to go. You know, follow your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's telling you where to go. It may even be screaming at you. Like, you know, look, here we go. See, you're not listening to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. You have what the High Priestess in the reverse, clarifying. You know, the High Priestess. And then the Five of Swords. You're conflicted. You don't know. I feel like you're having a hard time figuring out which one is your intuition and which one is your ego. You're having a hard time, okay? So I feel like this Five of Swords energy, it might be you conflicted within, trying to find the answers. There may be too much noise going on in your head. Too many competing thoughts. Wow, I'm getting lots of things here for you. Lots of weird, not weird messages, but lots of messages that I don't typically read with these cards. But this Five of Swords, I feel like you're kind of battling yourself. You're battling your ego is really what I feel here, okay? You have the knowledge you need. You just need to, you know, I haven't brought meditating up in a lot of my readings for a while, but I did mention yours earlier, and this would be a really good time for you to meditate. Go within, quiet the noise so you can actually hear your intuition, because I feel like your ego is being pretty loud right now, and you're just conflicted. All right, you're just a little conflicted on how to move forward, you know, which way to go. All right, the Ten of Pentacles as your most likely outcome. Now, the Ten of Pentacles does talk about long-term security. Six of Cups kind of coming out sideways. I don't like it when they come out sideways, okay? But the Six of Cups I do like a little bit better. Okay, you need to remember the past neutrally, okay? You need to observe it more than kind of get in the feels of it. You need to just look at it objectively, okay? Maybe learn what you needed to learn, or maybe you just need to neutralize the past feelings. You know, you did have the Five of Swords coming up reversed in your overall reading, and I was like, well, you might be forgiving somebody. You know, you need to do that, okay? So you can move forward with an open heart, open to love, okay? Open to love offers or communications, not necessarily from the past, okay? But you won't be bringing any baggage with you from the past, okay? And it'll be for the long term. I feel like you need to be, you need to do this so you can be open for some long-term commitment, some long-term stability. And for some of you, this is just kind of opening up a relationship with yourself for your long-term security, your strength, and that type of energy, you know? A lot, you know, it's kind of weird saying a relationship with yourself, but really, we all need to have a good, healthy relationship with ourselves, be happy with ourselves. So that could be what it's talking about. Kind of even forgiving yourself of, you know, your past, maybe some bad mistakes or bad choices you made. Even if they were bad choices, there was something to be learned from it, okay? And so take what there was to be learned, be thankful for the experience, and move forward, okay? That way you can move forward with an open heart. And, you know, also, you know, with maybe a new relationship with yourself, because I definitely feel like you could use that with your oracle cards that you had. You have some self-doubt, some worries of that nature still kind of hanging around in your head, you know? All right, Capricorn, yep. Yeah, my monthlies have all been long. They've all been like 35 to 40 minutes. Sorry about that. But I feel like since it is a longer span of time, like getting into the details is a little bit more important, because this could help you moving forward through the month, you know. Also, I'm going to get to some, you know, I'll have a monthly that I'll do, you know, instead of some weeklies. So you might want to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of any other videos that come out. Your weeklies, you know, your mid-monthlies. I've really been enjoying these monthlies, even though they take up a lot of time. I have really been enjoying them. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I love when I pull more than one from these decks, and I do for the monthlies. I pull 2 or 3. It's always like they're kind of contradicting each other. But when that happens, it's more of a, some of the messages are for some of you, some of the messages are for others of you. And then some of the messages are, you know, all there for you. But you're calling, some of you are calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations, meditation would be good for that, are, you know, helping bring y'all together. So that might be why this whole shift has happened, is to bring you closer to a soulmate. But then we have the separation card for you. So some of y'all are just going to be separating. Some of y'all are going to be taking time apart from your partner. Maybe they have to travel for a week for business or something. So there may be, for some of you that are calling in your soulmate, it may be kind of a slow go. Like, you know, maybe you meet this person and, you know, you'll go on a few dates or whatever, and it's like really great, but then you have to go on a business trip for a week, or they have to go on a business trip for a week, or you're going on vacation and then they're going on vacation. It might just be that type of energy, okay? It might not just be an actual separation. But the big thing that you need to remember right now is that it is safe for you to love. So open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Because whoever this is that you're dealing with, okay, if you have to separate from someone to call in your soulmate, whether this is 2 separate people you're talking about, it's safe for you to love, okay? And you're gonna know who it is. All right, so let's get into your love. Sometimes the tarot clears their kind of back and forth messages up a little. All right, Capricorn, love, June 2019. Capricorn, June 2019, in love, recent past, current energy, and the energy for the month of June 2019. Please, thank you. Oops. How many is that? Too many. Too many. I'll take that one. Recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in the reverse. So you may be not feeling it, okay? You might not be wanting to start something new with someone from the past. Could be you're not quite ready right now to start something new. Maybe you've lost your passion, your fire, that type of thing. Or your energy is just kind of focused on something else right now. But your recent past, you have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It was in the upright as your most likely outcome. So whatever happened, it was, whatever relationship you were in, it wasn't for the long haul, okay? It wasn't very stable. It might not have even been for a very long time. Or it could have been that a long-term relationship ended. The Two of Wands here in the reverse, you know, you just got tired of waiting on it. You just got tired of waiting on it to change. You got tired of waiting on it to grow. It doesn't really surprise me. There's some, you know, some earth energy here, and here you are, earth. So it was kind of like, you know, if this isn't going to be for a long term, if this is going to be just kind of a fling, I'm not really looking for that. I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather just be by myself here, working on getting myself grounded, working on my finances, working on my home, you know, my life, that type of thing. You know, I'm just gonna work on me, you know, I'm just gonna work on me for a while. Eight of Swords, reverse, and your current energy, the Empress in the upright, yes. And the King of Cups in the reverse. All right, so you may not be completely in control of your emotions, or this could be a water sign you're dealing with, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You also have air energy, fire. No, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all the signs are here. But you're no longer, so you may not be in control of your emotions 100%, okay? You may be working on that. You may be struggling with that. It could be their energy. They might be a little over-emotional, all right? But you're not trapped anymore. You're not stuck anymore. You're not trapped in your head. You know, you're freeing yourself of the situation, and you have the Empress right here. So I feel like you're wanting to create something new. Some of you, I have to say it just because it's here, some of you may become pregnant or find out you're pregnant this month. Just saying, some of y'all, okay? But for the most part, you're done with the situation. You realize there's no growth here. This isn't for the long term. Your emotions may be out of whack, but you're still like, you know, I need to create something new. You know, you're being definitely head over heart, you know, at the moment. You're like, I need to create something new. Maybe even fake it till I make it, till my emotions catch up to my head. But I need something new. Okay, I need something with growth potential, you know. I just can't be stuck in this thing that's not going anywhere. So let's see what's coming in for the month of June. The Tower in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Swords. It's interesting. Sagittarius got these two cards in their reading, either here or here. I can't remember exactly. So, the Tower in the reverse. It's not ending. It's not, it hasn't fallen at least, okay? It hasn't, someone might be clinging to it. Could be, you know, if you're pretty in control of your emotions about the situation, this could be the person you're dealing with, you know, and they're kind of clinging to not letting the tower fall. And if that's the case, there's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is just focus on you, okay? Don't be generous right now. Just focus on you. Just focus on your growth. Just focus on your transformation of sorts. You're starting forward, okay? And start forward. Could be you have an air sign coming in. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, you might have an air sign coming towards you, taking action. But either way, if it's not someone coming in and it's just your energy, you know, with these cards here, I feel like just focus on your things, focus on you, all right? You don't really have a whole lot of energy and time to give to others and help others right now. So it's okay to be a little stubborn with your time while you're going through this, because this might represent a necessary change, a fast lifestyle type of change coming in. And so, you know, when we're going through a change, especially when it's fast, you know, it could be that the tower is crumbling this month, okay? And so things are changing really quickly. It could be like a slow tower fall. But things are changing quickly. You don't have time and energy to focus on other people when your life is changing. With the tower being here and the Knight of Swords, it could be your entire life, you know, where you live, where you work, your normal routine. It could literally be your entire life is changing, okay? Or it could just be something as small as you're leaving a relationship and that's changing, or changing jobs. You know, whatever it is, you're gonna know. And it might just feel like the entire month of June is one big chaotic tornado of sorts, you know? And so you do have change coming in, even though it's going to feel like it's never going to end. The tower's never going to fall. But it is, and it's going to be relatively fast, okay? The changes are going to start happening quickly. Let's do your advice for June 2019. What's Capricorn's advice and love for June 2019? Capricorn's advice for June 2019. Capricorn, June 2019. What advice or messages do you have for Capricorns for June 2019? I feel like that's one of them. That's too many. The Empress coming out again. Look at you, transforming, growing. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't work on something. Probably the past. King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like don't work on trying to control the situation, really. 10 of Pentacles here. Again. Let me pull some more cards. See what that 8... I might just clarify that 8 of Pentacles, but I might not need to. Ooh, Ace of Swords. And the upright, too. Yeah. Ten of Cups. Yes, Capricorn. All right. I don't feel like I'm going to clarify the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like it doesn't really need it. Good cards here. You know, your Empress coming back out. Your Empress was in the center of your love reading. So go with this transformation. Go with this growth. You are growing. You are transforming. Don't work so much on being in control of the situation, being practical. This King of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like the tree trunk is growing around him. It's a little chaotic. He might be a little worried overburdened, okay? Don't worry so much about it. Don't work on trying to control everything. You can't. You can't control everything. Sorry about the sirens. When a tower's falling, okay? You can't control anything is really what I feel. So just try to work on surviving, one, but not controlling the situation and not feeling like it's overrunning you, okay? It's like the tree trunk might be growing around him, and he might be worried, like, if it keeps growing, like, it's going to swallow me, but I wouldn't worry about that, okay? Don't work on trying to control everything right now is really what I'm feeling with that. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. All right, this... well, this is an earth sign's like happy ever after. All right. You get the added bonus of a happy ever after emotionally. Okay. So all of this, okay, you're growing, you're transforming. Look what you get. Your advice. Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Just focus on your happiness. Just focus on your dreams. Get clear about what you want. I feel like you kind of are already clear about what you want. Just make sure you stay clear, stay clear-headed about it. Focus on your money for the long term. Focus on your foundations, okay, moving forward. You might be starting completely over, okay? Who knows? You know your situation. You might be having to start completely over, and that's okay. Because this journey that I feel like you're on right now, that you're starting right now, this is the outcome. Right now, you are, okay, at the beginning of attracting, you know, of creating, of visualizing your happily ever after. Because this is Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. This is happily ever after emotionally, happily ever after, you know, material world, okay? Happy ever after, you know, money, your home life, you know, spiritually, emotionally here. Like, this is, and I feel like this Ace of Swords being here, this is the beginning of your happy ever after. Like this is fantastic, Capricorn. Like I said, you're reading it, it had some rough spots in it, but overall it's very uplifting, hopeful. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of messages. You are being realigned because this is what you're realigning to, your happily ever after, okay? So this may be the beginning of it. All right, with this Ace of Swords here, this may just like be the start of it, but this is the start of your journey towards your happy ever after. All right, Capricorn, my throat's kind of getting dry and I've been talking for almost 50 minutes, so I'll leave that there. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week and the weekend, and I'll see you next week.